Good afternoon, Catonsville. You're like, what is that? It looks like a wheel. Well, that's exactly what it is. I'm over here at the FOP because I'm over here with Dennis. You see him in the background right there. And I'm just going to give everybody in Catonsville a kind of idea of what's going on today. And of course, it's Cinco de Mayo. And of course, downtown Catonsville and downtown Ellicott City are going to be mobbed. But if you want something completely different to do, then listen right here now. Hold on one second. So I'm going to have a quick chat. Hello, my friend.
Hello, how are you?
All right, so we're up here in an empty hall. Hold
Yes.
on one second. The only time I've ever been in here is for Mother's Day out bingo.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they come on out here, and I know the chap from 4th of July, he calls the bingo out here too.
That's right, absolutely.
Yeah, so he's out here. So anyway, we're at the FOP Hall, and you've got a fundraiser on tonight, right? So tell us about the fundraiser.
Yeah, so we have our Music City Maryland Association fundraiser this evening. It will be from 7:30 till 11:30 p.m. tonight. We still do have some tickets available. You can purchase them online. Just go to Music City Maryland Association on Facebook, or you can just come here and buy them at the door. So you can get tickets here at the door. We still have some available. Tickets are $40 for tonight. That includes free beer, free wine, and free food. The food is going to be outstanding. What we have tonight, we have beef brisket, we have pulled pork, pulled ham, pulled chicken sandwiches.
Who's doing the food?
Our team is doing the food.
Really?
Ricky Webb is doing the food along with Joe Gardangi. We have plenty of sides, cold beer. We also have a money wheel that's over here.
Well, that was what I just started off on. Okay.
So we will have money wheel this evening. We have a number.
All right, so hold on. So we looked at this money wheel, and we clearly have absolutely no idea how this works, because if you look at the wheel, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got like dice on it, right?
That's right.
Yeah, we were looking at
There's
this.
3 dice on here.
Yeah, so clearly it's not like adding up the dice.
Right.
So, and it's part of the fundraiser, and you can win money, etc., etc. So there is that. So maybe later on you can explain, or whoever who's running this. Somebody.
Trina Clamp is going to be running that. Trina is one of our partners with the Ronald McDonald House. So she ran our money wheel at our Crack the Sky Sunscape Live Festival last year. So she knows how to do it very well. So she's going to be here all night running that. We're also going to have some wonderful gift baskets. We had a lot of great donations from the community for gift baskets. So we're going to have plenty of those to
And you're
bid on.
always taking donations too, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, and we're always taking donations, and then we have music tonight. So not only do we have some great the money wheel, the gift baskets, we have a 50-50, we have drinks, we have good food. We have 2 bands here tonight. If you are a fan of Neil Young, we have a Neil Young tribute band called Danger Bird. And let me tell you one thing, I've seen tribute bands come and go, and this band, if you are a fan of Neil Young, this band is outstanding. I mean, outstanding.
And you're not upset that I have no idea who Neil Young is.
That's perfectly fine. So come on down, check out Neil Young. We also have an opening band called the Wafflers that play a good variety of classic rock music. They start here over on the stage from 7:30 to 8:30. Neil Young's tribute band Danger Bird will be on stage around 9:15, and they'll play till 11:30. So come on down to the FOP Lodge. The Music City Maryland Association, if you're not familiar with what we do, we are the ones that volunteer our time, and we put all the festivals over in Catonsville, and we make those festivals free for the community by being able to get donations, by being able to have these fundraisers, and very generous sponsors, community sponsors. So we want to continue doing these events. The Music City Maryland Festival, the Sunscape Live Festival, which is next Saturday. We have 15 bands, 3 stages.
Hold on, slow down.
Yes.
Dennis, you're flying through this,
Yeah.
right? So let's start with last week.
Yep.
What a great day. We worried that, I know you did, you worried that it was going to get rained out, and it didn't.
Yes.
And it was magnificent, and the bands were excellent, and the sound was good, and the vibe was good, and Atlantic were there with the crab cakes were delicious.
Oh,
Did you try one?
I had a crab cake sandwich.
Oh,
yes,
it was so good.
Very, very, very gracious to have CAA Park hosting these events with the Atlantic Food and Spirits doing the food. Saturday in the park. If you weren't there, we have another one on Saturday, June the 10th. with 3 bands coming in town. In Dead Nation, we have the Wafflers, and we have Listomania. So those groups will be at the next Saturday in the park from 3 to 8 p.m. Again, those are free events as well, and that's over at the CAA Park.
Now, Listomania, was that the young crew that were there from Mount St. Joe, right?
That they were at State Fair. If you hadn't seen them,
We
they were
did
at
run
State
down.
Fair.
They were good.
They were very good. They played at State Fair before we had our the Palovations, our Motown band.
Yep.
And if you missed the Palovations, the Motown band, they will be back in August at CAA Park for our Music City Maryland Festival. So
how do you keep up with it all? All right, so
yeah.
let's go jump forward to, because you had that in April.
Yeah.
You've just told us about the June. It goes all the way through till September, right?
That's correct.
Okay, but next week is slightly different. That's going to be like epic,
Yes.
right?
Next week is our Sunscape Live Festival. So this is our 3rd season, our 3rd annual Sunscape Live Festival. We have 3 different stages, okay? So the first stage I'll talk about is at State Fair. So State Fair will be hosting our country stage. Okay, we have 5 bands playing there. The event runs from 2 p.m. until 11 p.m. The country bands we feature is going to be Geraldine, Susanna. We have Fast Lane. We have Philip Michael Parsons. And then we have a national touring band from North Carolina called Jive Mother Mary headlining that stage. Back over to the CA Park, over in that big soccer field next Saturday, we have our reggae and ska stage. And it's really similar to our reggae and ska fest last year. We're having a lot of the same groups back. We have the Pie Tasters headlining that. We have our local boys, the Players Band, over on that stage. We have Eastern Standard Time, Higher Education, and then the Forwards, okay? And then we have a second stage next Saturday over at the CA Park, where
it was last week.
Where
right?
it was last week, what we call the Vortex, and that's our rock and roll stage. So we have the Nude Party headlining. We have Sean K. Preston, really good rockabilly local guy from Baltimore. Then we have our local favorites, the Die Bombs, over there. Also, we have Concrete City, and then we have the Highballers. So Concrete City are some Ellicott City boys that live right down the street here, and Highballers. So most of it's original music. A lot of the bands do play mixing covers, but it's just some great songwriting. Some of these bands tour nationally, like the Pie Tasters, the Nude Party, and of course Jive Mother Mary. So we got some big acts coming through. The event is free. We have
that's the part that blows my mind, because last year we gladly came to the Ska Festival that was over there. It was behind all the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
And now you're not charging for any of these, and they're all free, and
with the gracious support of the community and the community sponsors.
We have to support you.
Yes.
We have to support you.
Yeah, so these fundraisers are big to help us do these events and continue these events in Catonsville year in and year out. So we're really hoping for some support. If you don't have any plans tonight, we would love you to come down here, buy a ticket for $40.
Okay, so right now it's empty. It's going to be hopping soon.
Yeah.
The bands are going to be over there on the stage. So you said 2 bands, but just in case somebody just jumped on, so for $40. All the food you can eat that your crew are cooking up, and it sounds amazing.
Yep.
And that includes beer and wine.
Correct.
And not your Uber, though. You have to buy your own Uber.
You got to get your own Uber.
And then, of course, all the great music that's playing. Dennis, you are just so much fun to spend time with. And
well, thank you.
It's incredible what you do. And I know that you do this from the goodness of your heart, and because you love music. When's your band playing? I didn't hear that one.
Oh, my band is not lined up for this year. We'll be back in Catonsville next year for a couple of the festivals. Our singer lives in Florida, so he can't get up here as much as we would love. We would love him to move back up here, but that's a whole other story.
I can find him a house.
Love you, Paul.
I can certainly help him.
That's right. We got a good realtor here.
Excellent. There we go. All right, hold on a second, too. All right, so they're just. What more could you want? Right. Living in Catonsville is so amazing, and they've elevated the amazing. And don't forget too, there's Frederick Road Fridays, and then there's the Lerman Theatre, and then there's all the places where you can watch music too. It just keeps getting better and better, thanks to great human beings like Dennis. He's got something else. Hold on.
I have one more thing to say. For the festival next weekend, weekend, we are welcoming the Baltimore County Arts Guild has graciously reached out to a number of their residents, and we're going to have a number of local artists as vendors next weekend over at the park. So if you want to see some fantastic, terrific artwork, you're going to see a lot of it next Saturday.
It's so cool. And it can only get better with support from people like me and like you. So come down tonight. You can buy a ticket at the door or buy it online. And we'll be definitely back next week at Sunscape Live. Can't wait. Get ready.